Right. Behold, this does not exist. You are not seeing this. This is not here. It is not real. It only exists because we're allowing it to exist today. Stay tuned. That's for 2026. This is for 2026. It's not here yet. We got a few more hours left in the big 25. I was sitting here kind of dwelling. I went to the grocery store and I was like, man, I need to make a video of my own top favorite moments of 25. And I go, man, screw that. I like live streaming. I've noticed that a lot of YouTube guitar guys, they don't live stream. They make more videos. There's something about being live without a net that I like. I like it. I like not knowing what's going to happen. It feels like, it feels like being on stage a little bit. And it's more gratifying and fulfilling to me to do these live streams. So I called an audible. Typically these are on Tuesday. But we're here on a Wednesday. We got 2 hours left in Sweden. I was just informed there. So let's talk about the big moments of 2025. You ready? You guys ready for that? Biggest musical moment of 2025 has to be Ozzy Osbourne and the gigantic tribute show with Youngblood and Zach and Nuno and literally everyone. To me, that's number one. That's a big moment this year, right? Like, that thing was huge. A month later, Ozzy passes. He knew. There's no way he didn't know, right? There's no way. That has to be number one. That has to be the biggest thing in the music industry this year, right? Anybody got anything better than that? That's the one for me. Now, I'm going to let chat get geared up here and let you guys get revved up. We only got 33 people. It seems like everybody's got stuff to do on a New Year's Eve instead of hang out with me. But that's all right. This will be living on after the live stream. So I'll leave it up. I think the number 2 moment, and this list, guys, hey, this is selfish. This is Andy's list. This isn't the definitive end-all, be-all moments. It's just Andy's list. I think number 2, Dan Huff, When Words Aren't Enough. I waited on that record for decades. For decades, you know. Dan is number 2. So let's review. We got Ozzy. That thing was just inspiring on so many levels. Dan's record, Words Aren't Enough, number 2. Number 3, shifting into gear. Number 3 is going to be the release of the Reload 2. I think that's going to be a game changer. It really changed my live rig. I love these Marshall style amps that don't have effects loops and stuff. I love being stereo. So to do this takes a lot of finagling. However, with that Reload 2, man, and I know it's good. I know it's good because when we were in Germany doing the Germany gig, that's a highlight for me. Maybe we'll do my top 3 favorite gigs of the year. Timmons goes over to John Cooper and is like, man, what's Andy got over there? And this is AT. This is my Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is the guy that's been a mentor to me for, years and years and years. And when he asked John Cooper, he's like, man, what's Andy doing? John's like, dude, that's what I knew. I was like, okay, this is good. We're doing something right now. So the Dan Huff doing his live show in Nashville, Guitar Sanctuary. Yeah, absolutely. Dan being, I'm kind of lumping all that together where it's like the album release, and maybe let's just lump it all together. Dan getting into YouTube, Dan Huff getting into YouTube, releasing his album, and doing a live show at 3rd and Lindsley that I was at for sure. Like, I'm a mega fan. Like, y'all don't know that, like, I am still at the number 1 essence of my music and guitar playing and career. I still am trying to be a fan. It's so easy to get jaded. You get caught up in the P&L spreadsheets. You get caught up in travel logistics and inventory and all of these things that are business oriented. And I try to be a fan first. So I got the Dan Huff album signed, went to the show, and it's like, and this is a guy that's been a huge hero of mine for years. And selfishly, maybe egotistically or pride or whatever, man, it felt good when he started name dropping me in some of his interviews. I was like, what is happening? Are you kidding me? Like, Dan Huff is name dropping me? Like, what the crap? That blew my mind. I feel like I don't deserve it because I feel like everything I do, I've ripped off from my heroes. I guess we all do. Right. But like, yeah, man, that was really cool. So yeah, Ozzy Huff has doing his thing. Reload 2. I think here's predictions. I predict that other companies in the load box space, we're talking Steve Fryette, shout out to Fryette. He makes some great stuff. Great stuff. Universal Audio, Boss even. I think a lot of these guys in the load box space, I think they're now forced to look at stereo because of Reload 2. Stereo's the booger when you're playing live. Every guitar player wants to be stereo or wet, dry, wet or whatever. And just the redundancy of it all is a challenge. Now, granted, you can always just plug in a fractal or whatever, go to front of house, but it's not amps. And amps are cool. Like, at the end of the day, amps are just cool. So I think Reload 2 was really a big bump for 2025. So that's my top 3 as far as like one piece of gear and then 2 musical moments. Let's keep rolling. Another one that I loved seeing this year as a telly player, as a traditional country fan, I have really loved seeing the rise of Zach Top. I covered one of his solos this year. Zach is spectacular. He is a great telly player. And if you don't know Zach's albums, he released a new album this year. And I think I think the name of the record he did this year was I Ain't Doing It For My Health. And that was really, really huge because, and look, a lot of great guitar records came out this year. A lot of people doing some great stuff with guitar. I'm focusing on Zach because that's commercial. Like, this is like Zach's playing arenas. Like, this is like college girls know who Zach Top is. Like, this is a whole different level of the industry better pay attention because this is Guitar Hero stuff. This is Brad Paisley, Keith Urban-y type of stuff, right? Like, bigger than being a good guitar player. That's huge. That dovetails into all of the places that Zach Top was this year. Had Billy Strings coming out, and Billy Strings and Brian Sutton doing their thing. That was really a great guitar moment for us bluegrass fans. They released the album and the tour, and that was really, really a great bluegrass moment of, maybe that's my favorite bluegrass moment of 26. I also, in the bluegrass moments of 25, sorry. It's not 26 yet. Don't do that. 25. Another couple of laps of really great bluegrass moments of 2025. Woodbox Heroes with Janae doing her thing. Not really grass, but like grass inspired, you know. You got to throw a lot of love to Jason Carter and Michael Cleveland and Bronwyn. This was really a year for fiddle. There was some really great fiddle stuff in 2025. You know, just in general. But Jason Carter kind of stepping out, doing more of his own thing. Bronwyn, you know, they got married. That's like fiddle power couple. Like, they've got twin fiddles forever. That's a big moment for me. Seeing Youngblood kind of shift into, you know, rock star. Like, he's doing rock star stuff. I think it's amazing that he meant so much to Ozzy. And Ozzy meant so much to him. And regardless of what anyone thinks out there on the internet or in their houses or whatever, it's not a watered down Disney thing, I don't believe, with the young blood thing. This is a 2025 thing. A lot of hot debate on this. Who was it? I think it was the Darkness guys, Justin Hawkins. They kind of had some very saucy opinions. They had some saucy opinions. Everyone's got an opinion, which is cool. And hey, on the record, I'm a huge Darkness fan. Like, I love the Darkness. But I love Ozzy. And I love seeing what Youngblood, like I said, you could just tell that he meant a lot to Ozzy. And you could tell that Ozzy meant a lot to him. And seeing Youngblood kind of step into this different lane. I don't view it as he's trying to be Ozzy. I don't view it as he's trying to wear the mantle. At no point do you feel, it doesn't feel like that to me. I don't feel like he's trying to be the prodigal son or the heir apparent or any of that stuff. I just feel like Youngblood he loves rock and roll and he's stepping into a different side of his career. Like, nobody does the same thing forever, you know? So, those are, I think it's really hard to get bigger than that. Was Pantera this year or was that last year? Somebody fact check me. Pantera reunion. I think that was last year, right? That doesn't really count as 2025, even though they toured in 2025. Okay. My biggest highlights for 2025, this is ego. This is pride. This is my own ego. Rick Beato inviting me on his channel. Amazing. So cool. Tim Pierce putting out a video, throwing me all kinds of love, saying how, I can play guitar. Amazing. Tim Pierce, listen, Tim Pierce is lethal. That is a lethal guitar player. He's the one that you got to watch out for. It's easy to look at like a guy like Tosin or Matteo Mancuso or Guthrie Govan or these chops extraordinary guys and go like, oh man, that guy's crazy. Easy to do that. Tim's the one that will sit into the environment. You're like, oh yeah, man, Tim Pierce is great. And then when he plays, you go, oh man, Tim Pierce is great. Great. Always the right sound. Always the right kind of play. Tim Pierce is a hero of mine. His, I think it was called Guitar Land or something to that effect. It's just a tone, a smorgasbord of great tones. Came out years ago. I'm on record as saying the greatest G chord that's ever been recorded on an electric guitar is the Tarzan soundtrack, You'll Be in My Heart. Tim Pierce just comes velvet. Just sounds, it sounds so good. It sounds so incredibly good. So when Tim name dropped me, that was huge. There was a lot of great things with the Charisma album cycle this year that we got to do. A lot of great gigs. Played down at Guitar Sanctuary. Always fun to see Brian and those guys down there. Played in Germany. Headlined over there. We had a lot of different shows across everywhere. From Shiprocked to a lot of clinics in England. Going to see my friends at Guitar and seeing our friends over at Peach Guitar. Man, seeing my buddy Lee Anderson. All of these Europe adventures this year were really, really fun. Those were highlights. Jeremy saying the Muffin Man with Dweezil getting to sit in. I got to sit in with some really great ones this year. Highlight text messages. Eric Johnson texted me going, hey, Andy, really looking forward to having you open the show. Would you want to sit in on Zap? As a matter of fact, Mr. Johnson, I would. That's amazing. I'm so hyped. I'm so excited. I can't stand it. Right. So that was a good one. Dweezil, hey, man, I'm playing in Chattanooga tonight. You want to come out and sit in on one? Yes, I would. That would be amazing. A lot of that was just really cool. So those are my personal fun moments of the year. Winning a Telly Award. Jeez. That's just really crazy. Let me go grab that. Let me show that off real quick. Hang tight, ladies and gentlemen. We actually won several of these. This was for the music video. And I don't know which one I've got in my hand. I've got 4 over here. This is from the Telly Awards. This is a highlight of the year for me right here. So we were submitted for the music videos that we did. Free Range Chicken, Master Gracie's Manor, and Rooster. And we won several silvers, a bronze, and a gold. This is a silver. This one was for Free Range Chicken right here. Look how cool this is. Look at that. This was a big award right there. So winning a Telly was really, really spectacular. Got to find me a good spot to put these. This was a highlight for sure. But I didn't have a chance to kind of show that off. Yeah, nice. Look at that. So cool. Grab this guitar that does not exist yet. This beautiful blue, inspired by Carroll Shelby and the GT40s that came out in 2005, but it does not exist. What else happened this year? Let's check the chat. Let's open it up right here. Let's see what you guys are saying the top moments are. Here we go. When is the blue color going to be available? What blue color? I don't know what you're talking about. Dan Huff, Andy Wood live at the Sanctuary in 2026. Let's do it. You want me to call him? You want me to ask him if he wants to do it? I'll take a picture of the chat right now. Look at this. This is on a live stream. I'm going to do it right now. And I'll just text this to Dan and just be like, hey, dude, you're being summoned. Right there it is. Okay. We'll see if it can happen. Happy New Year from Sweden. Happy New Year, everyone. Hope everyone's doing great. Woodshed 2025 was a high point. Thanks, Wayne. Appreciate you. The Blunt in 1971, he says, did John Sir get you a new guitar for Christmas? I mean, you know, me and my main man John are always kind of cooking. We're always in the kitchen cooking up things. You know, if you've got a keen eye, there's other things back here too, but you know, you just have to be paying attention sometimes. You know, sometimes you got to pay attention. Now we got some hot takes in here. Nick 9474 is saying Justin's just jealous. I'm assuming you mean Justin Hawkins, right? That's a crispy hot take, right? Okay, Guitar Sanctuary right here is a good one. Guitar Sanctuary says, what is your favorite new pedal or amp this year? And I would say, and it may not count because it came out technically last year, but the Brothers Overdrive, that King of Tone Brothers thing, really good, really cool. Favorite amp, Jim Gustad doing all of the Van Halen packs for the Tonex. Jim really put in a lot of time in that, and that's killer. Like that thing, that was a lot of effort. So Jim doing those Van Halen packs is way up there on cool factor. Pedal, you know, obviously Keeley, my main man Rob, he did a great job with that Nocturne reverb. A couple of small things that I would have liked to see was been able to jump back and forth between Spring or, you know, Nocturne on the presets. But just in general, that's, you know, it's hard to, you know, that's Rob's space. And I think you get an Andy Timmons, Rob working together, Echo, they're going to really nail that. So that's a top one. AM4 from Fractal. I'm looking at it. It's right here in the corner of the desk. The fact that it's this big, you know, I think they nailed it. I think Fractal really nailed it with the AM4. What else? Anything else that really blew me away? I'm kind of looking around my studio where I have all my goodies. I mean, those are big. Those are big ones, right? Like the Nocturne, the AM4, the Brothers Overdrive, if you want to count that. I think there's some really good ones there. You know, Jerry Cantrell released a new wah. I haven't had a chance to play it, but the Jerry wah is one of my favorites. That's the one I use on my boards, the brown one. But they've got a new one that's the something blood wah. Really, really good. We got a lot of sassing over here in the chat talking about Justin and that thing. I didn't really know I was gonna kick that off, but yeah. Okay, here we go. Wayne's saying jamming with Dan Huff was a highlight at Woodshed. Yeah. It's nice to wait for new Dream Theater and new Liquid Tension. Yeah. Show and tell time. No, we're not going to show and tell. I'm just holding the guitar. You know, I'm not doing anything. You know. New Vintage Guitar says make new videos. I just made a couple. I did the Joy to the World Steve Morse thing that took 2 weeks. That thing took 2 weeks to make. 34 guitars, and I was just kind of working on it every day. Yeah. Signature guitars, we like them. Needs a racing stripe pick guard. It crossed my mind, but it's a little ostentatious. Who knows? Will I be at NAMM this year? No, I won't. I'll be on board Shiprocked. I'm the musical director for Shiprocked, so I'll be doing that instead, unfortunately. I wish I could be at 2 places at the same time, but yeah, nature of it. Okay, Guitar Sanctuary is saying, I'm talking to Rich at Tyler about it too, but yes, I'll take all the help I can get. Talking about NAMM. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm in. I think that would be great. That'd be super fun. Is that a sparkle red back there? Is that a sparkle red back there somewhere? Oh, man. When's the beer start pouring? I think probably in the next, I may crack one open around 6 o'clock. I'm going to do a slow burn here. I'm going to do a marathon, not a sprint. The Steel Panther pedal. Yeah. Yes, I think the Steel Panther pedal was one of the most fun things we did this year. Good call. Yeah, that one was good. I've got it up here. Let's see. It gets to live up on the Woodshed mantle. This is the Steel Panther. Look at that thing. So it gets to live up on the shelf with the fart pedal. The blue pedal is the fart pedal. It's really good, really funny. Yeah, so that's some good stuff up there. Let me hit some new chat stuff down here. Product of the year. This is from L Barge. Product of the year, AM4. I mean, as much as I love AM4, and I love it, it's got to be Reload 2. I think Reload 2 was the coolest pedal of the year, or the coolest piece of gear of the year. And I think it's that because of a selfish standpoint. I use an SL68. I'm using a VP4 and the Reload 2, and it splits and does all my stereo stuff. It's the best. It's incredible. I love it so much. Yeah. Checking here. Yeah, big King of Tone fan. JCS is saying I'm a big King of Tone fan. I'll have to try the Brothers. It's got a lot of switches, but I think it's very, very cool. Yeah, so L Barge, product of the year. I think it's Reload 2. I mean, I think that's the thing. Best guitar of 2025. I mean, dude. Easily the best guitars of 2025 right here. Easily. I'm so proud of these 10-year anniversary models. Look at that carbon. Look at that carbon fiber doing what it does. I mean, easily the coolest guitars of 2025. Lamborghini Arancia Borealis orange, Ferrari Rosso Corsa red, carbon fiber, Lumilé dots, matching headstock, ebony guard. The only way you can get an Andy Wood model with black hardware, ebony guard, black pickups. I mean, easy. These guitars look so good that I don't want to tour them. I don't want to beat these up. These look so good, man. They sound great. They look killer. They have a chunkier kind of style to them in the tone, just by the nature of like an ebony board and having the paint on the body instead of being the open finish like the whiskey barrel. It's just different, but it's good. so much. Yeah, they sound good. Yeah, I mean, dude, these are rockers. Yeah. Maybe let's play one. Let's play one. Why not? I don't know what to play. Maybe play this one. fun. It's a fun tune. It's challenging. Andy, do you have a tone knob on your Sirs? Yeah, it's right here, where you can switch between bridge. Like here's with some drive. And then I can put the series parallel. Yeah, so it kind of like splits those two sounds, makes it sound really nice. You know, so another tune in here we got here we could do. Let's go to tracks and just take a look at some different tracks. Yeah, Beyond the Reef's a good one. Play that. I haven't played that in a while. Yeah. I digress. But yeah, this is the guitar of 2025 for sure. This and the orange one. Sick. Sick guitars. They make you feel like a daggum superhero when you play them. Yeah. Okay. Love the curved guitar rack. Perfect for a tree. It really is, right? Just kind of sweeps around. I bought another guitar stand. I was kind of running out of spots. But yeah. How about the whiskey barrel with an ebony board? I don't really like that. I think the whiskey, in general, my thing is the swamp ash and the maple. I just thought you couldn't do maple with the murdered out aesthetic. I thought it was just one of those things, you know, had to be like that. Yeah, it's a push pull, right? True World says sounds like flying through the clouds. What's it like to be free on the instrument? I don't know, man. I'm not free. I still feel caged in, but I at least can connect some dots across it. I'm really in love with this like eventide carnal knowledge pitch shifter that I've got going on. You know, it does that thing really well. Such a beautiful sounding instrument. What's with the Les Pauls on the curve stand? Yeah, sure. I'll get them all. Let's see. Give this thing a wipe. This is one of the few guitars where I'm like crazy about keeping it like spotless, keeping the grime and the fingerprints off of it. Like, I really love this guitar. And it's like, if I can just ever win the lottery, I'm going to get the Ferrari to go with it, you know? And I'm talking like a connoisseur's Ferrari. Like, if I win the lottery, I'm going to buy a 1967 GTB4 cam. I'm going to spend $50 million on a Ferrari. Like, that's the Ferrari that I want. A connoisseur Ferrari. So which one do you want to see first? The one with the Floyd Rose on it, or the one with the Murphy Lab? We'll let the chat decide. Joe Miller says, Andy, what are you playing through right now? I'm playing through the Sir SL68. It is set clean with a Sir Woodshed compressor and a Wampler gearbox in front of it and a VP4 after it. The Floyd, of course. All right. It's a sick ride, dude. This is like Neil Sean territory right here. Okay, cool. It's kind of in tune. Isn't that crazy? It's like you pick them up and it's kind of almost in tune, you know? It's got splits on it too. It's kind of nice. So this is a Sir Woodshed compressor with a Wampler bell currently. Yeah, it's a killer tone, isn't it? cleaner. You can do all that stuff on it. It's awesome. It's killer, man. I love this thing. Right? Yeah, man, this thing's great. I mean, that thing sounds great. So much gain. So much gain. All right, yeah. So that's the Les Paul with the Floyd on it. It's a killer. I know a lot of people just like kind of hate on it because it's like, oh, I can't believe you put a Les Paul on or Floyd on Les Paul. I'm like, man, this is awesome. Who wouldn't want to have a Floyd on a Les Paul? I think it's great. Okay, let's take a couple of more questions. Talk a little bit here, just for a few minutes, on the end of the year wrap up. Things we're going to be trying to accomplish next year. Little tour action. Going to be working on that. Going to be working on getting more merch for you guys. I know you guys have been digging the t-shirts, and I really appreciate that. The t-shirts are over at the store at andywoodmusic.com, and you guys have loved the new designs. And I'm going to try to keep those going for y'all. I'm going to try to keep giving you some new t-shirt designs to kind of dig into. The chicken and everything went over really well. Everybody really digged them. So, yeah. Yeah. So somebody says From Money to Human Nature. It was Remember the Time. That's the other Michael Jackson tune I was playing. It's this. Really great chord voicings in that one. And the other one was Human Nature. Those Michael Jackson tunes are killer, right? So what was it? How's that melody go? Can't remember the melody. There it is. It's really great music, man. It's so good. Just, as Ben Eller would say, it's just good music. It's just good music. All right. So, here they are. Top moments. Ozzy. Huff. Those are my top two. Top gear items. Reload 2, for sure. AM4. Top guitars, Billy Strings Martin. It's my favorite acoustic I've played in a long time. The Billy Strings Martin D28. It's killer. And then my nepotism, I'm going to say the limited edition, the Ferrari and the Lambo, for sure. And troll me in the comments. Tell me how it's so dumb that I'm choosing my own stuff. Why wouldn't I choose my own stuff? That's the question. If you work with a manufacturer and they make exactly what you want, They make exactly the way you want it, and you don't choose it, you blew it. You blew it. All right. Daniel's throwing me some kind words. Daniel Harmonics, thank you, man. Thank you very much for the kind words from the comment there. Really appreciate it. Happy New Year to everyone. Josh is saying, what chord progression was that? I don't know which chord progression I was playing. I have no idea what just happened. I have no memory of this place. Thanks for everything we've learned. Man, appreciate you, True World. I appreciate all you Patreon members and all you guys that help move the channel forward on a subscription standpoint. And I genuinely mean that, because I can't justify doing these without that support. That support is how I'm able to go, you know what? I am going to not do anything but make this live stream or make these tone packs or whatever. So I appreciate all you guys in the Woodshed Patreon that help move the ball forward another couple of yards to do some crazier and cooler things. And we're hopefully going to have some fun stuff for you for next year. I'm working on a big tour that I think is going to be really fun for you guys, and it'll be really fun for me and others. Like, I think it's going to be really fun. So hopefully that'll come to fruition. And, you know, I can't really say more than that because it's, you know, such in an infancy stage, but it is in the process. CG Carino is saying my top pedal of the year. Gosh, it's so tough. Do you count the AM4 as a pedal? Is this a pedal? Is this a guitar pedal? To me, that's a pedal. Some people say it's a multi-effects unit. If you're counting this as a guitar pedal, AM4 is the top pedal of the year. If you're not, the Keeley Nocturne, probably. I think it's a pretty fantastic pedal that came out this year. Jimmy Yoder is saying, what key is Sweet Home Alabama in? It's in the key of 1. Yeah, Dave Lavello says, I can't deal with all this shilling. I gotta wait till next year to watch it. Yeah, I love you guys, man. Appreciate y'all so much. Randall's saying, can't wait for the Temu Brent Mason. Yeah, it's in there. She's loaded up. I made a JVM lead. I worked on it last night. I'm trying to get the pack where I really like it before I release it. You know, you can't really undo it once it's out there. It's just kind of like, it's got to be right. So, Braxel's saying, does AM4 replace VP4? Not at all. AM4 is a backup unit. It's an all-in-one unit, and it doesn't have things like the pitch shift like you're hearing right now. Like the VP4 is what you're hearing now, and this has got the big boy reverb and the pitch shift. Something like that. I don't remember it. Right? Or So what you're hearing right there is the gearbox and the VP4 with the SL68. So that's the nice little combination. Really, really powerful combination. Kind of do everything you want with that. Haven't tried the new John Mayer plug-in. I'm sure it's killer. Just haven't done it. I'm not really a plug-in guy. And it's not because I'm anti-plug-in. I just like amps because they look cool. Like amps are just a tactile thing. You know, it's like the difference between a 69 Boss Mustang and a Tesla. Like one's really cool and one's a form of transportation, right? The plugins are a form of transportation for me. Amps are cool. So yeah. Andy, AM4, using the IRs from default AM4 or custom ones. I'm using the default ones in the cab block using Dynacab, moving the microphone around. And I like that a lot. That's similar to the Ox, which I really like. It's like making my own thing. Yeah. Friedman Jose with the VP4 and love it. How do you beat it? It's just killer. VP4 is so good. It's really, really great. All right, kids, that's my list. That's my thoughts for 2025 in a nutshell, and the things that I thought were really cool. Zach Top bringing classic country back. Ella Langley, doing some classic country stuff. In the bluegrass world, it's Brian Sutton and Billy Strings and Bronwyn and Jason Carter and Michael Cleveland. Chris Thiele doing the Bach. The second round of Bach stuff is just mind-numbing. It's so great. Get the Chris Thiele Bach record and listen to that. It's fantastic. That's another highlight for the year. But the gold standard, in my opinion, the number one coolest thing of 2025 in the music industry was the mega tribute show for Ozzy. Number 2, Dan Hufferly's in his record. That's long overdue. So, with that said, that's the big 25. And, I can't wait to see what 2026 has in store. And I'm really looking forward to all the things we're cooking up and all the different shows and guests and Woodshed and all that stuff that's coming out around the corner. Again, if you want to help support the show and the channel, go over to the andywoodmusic.com, buy a shirt. We've got some really great shirts over there, some good merch and hats and whatnot. And then, of course, if you want to, help move your playing forward, you can hit up the patreon.com/AndyWoodMusic. Get signed up over there. Join us on our weekly live masterclasses on Zoom, where we talk about tone and licks and gear and all that good stuff. And then, of course, the 600 videos on there, just random lessons. They're just everywhere, right? So, with that said, Happy New Year. Thank you for an amazing 2025. We'll see you guys in 2026.